Unit 2, Lessons 5 and 6. Our guiding questions throughout this unit are: how does a person's perspective influence their opinion? And why should we respect the opinions of others? Divided Loyalties: The Barton Family During the American Revolution, by Gare Thompson, illustrated by Barbara Kawak. Today we'll be reading Act 2, Scenes 1, 2, and 3. The Barton family: Mary Barton, the mother; Abigail Barton, the daughter; Ben Barton, the youngest son; Robert Barton, the father; William Barton, the oldest son; and other characters: narrator, Mrs. Smith, Mr. Lawson, soldier, customer, crowd members 1 through 5, shopkeepers 1 and 2. Before we start reading, just a quick reminder that acts are how a play is divided up, like the parts of a book. The setting is where and when the play takes place. The scenes are smaller parts within the acts, like the chapter of a book. And the narrator, which you'll see is speaking first, is someone who explains what is happening in the play, but they are not a character that interacts with other characters in the play. Tensions are running high in the Barton household. Mary and Robert continue to support the British Crown, while William hopes the family will see the Patriot side. On July 4th, 1776, the colonies declared independence from Britain. The colonies are now officially at war with the mother country. The British have been forced out of Boston, but they control the city of New York. George Washington, the leader of the Patriot Army, has not won any major battles, but the Patriots are not backing down. In New Jersey, the Patriots have placed the royal governor under house arrest and sent him to Connecticut. Though this was a major setback, the Loyalists think that the war will be over quickly. Large regiments of British soldiers are stationed near Burlington to keep order in the town. I still cannot believe that the rebels have arrested the governor. Imagine! A leader forced from office by a mob. These are hard times. Have you heard anything more from your brother, Mary? No, I haven't. His wife writes that when the governor was arrested, she and my brother fled to New York. She feels safe there. She suggests we think about going there too. Loyalists there are free to say and do what they want. The British have secured the city. But why would we move? This is our home. We're safe here, are we not? I don't want to move, but it may be wise to at least consider it. We would be forced to give up our home and the store. It's not safe anywhere. People on both sides are turning on each other. Look at the damage to the store. They smash the windows and turn over the barrels of pickles, and the farmers refuse to sell produce to Father. Those men have no right to damage our store. Our family's been nothing but kind to the people in this town. That's true. People are not thinking straight. I don't see how the rebels can defeat the British Army. In the meantime, we'll just have to go about our business. There's no use worrying about something that hasn't even happened yet. General Washington is leading the Continental Army, Father. He is a fine leader. Well, he may be a fine leader, but he has not won any battles. Those rebel patriots have no navy, and their army needs guns and supplies. They don't stand a chance. I don't know about that, Father. The Patriots are a pretty determined bunch, and they're determined to govern themselves. Have you read Common Sense? Thomas Paine explains that Great Britain will continue to tax us until we have nothing left. Freedom will cost us, but we will be free. Thomas Paine is nothing more than a troublemaker. People should have the common sense not to read his pamphlets. I've heard much about the firebrand patriots, Samuel Adams and Patrick Henry and that fellow Thomas Paine. Hayden couldn't keep a job in England, so he had to come over here to stir up trouble. Speeches and pamphlets are fine, William, but soldiers win a war. Washington's ragtag band can never defeat the British. You may be right, Father, but I think they're going to try. Most of our neighbors are joining the Patriot cause, Father. Women are knitting socks and scarves for the Continental Army. How can we not help? Why are we loyal to a country that is so far away? Abigail Barton, what are you thinking? Your grandparents live in London, not Boston. We are British subjects. I know that, but many of the Patriots are our neighbors and friends. We can't hide our heads in the sand, Mother. We have to stand up and speak out for what we believe in. I am standing up for what I believe in, William. Your father and I believe in supporting the king. Your mother is right, William. I cannot take that oath for the new government. Some may have declared themselves independent, but I have not. I think you're making a terrible mistake. Obviously, many others think so too. We've raised you to speak your mind, William. You may think I'm making a mistake, but I have to stand up for what I believe in. If the Patriots win, I won't have to learn about the kings of Great Britain anymore. No, instead you will learn about General George Washington and the other Patriot leaders. Nonsense. Britain is a great country with a long tradition, and I want my children to learn about it and respect it. The rebels will not beat the British. We shall see, Father. Scene 2, in the Bartons' home and at a Sons of Liberty meeting. It is a cold winter night in December, 1776. The wind is fierce, yet only 2 of the Bartons are asleep in their beds. In the dark, William quickly dresses and creeps down the back stairs. He is on his way to a meeting of the Sons of Liberty, which he has secretly joined. But before he can escape out the back door, Abigail and Ben stop him. William, are you going to a Sons of Liberty meeting? You must take me with you. Don't be silly, Abigail. Mother would be furious if she found out I'd taken you to a meeting, and who knows what Father would do. Then take me. I'll be good, I promise. I want to belong to the Sons of Liberty, too. Look, you two, I need you to stay here in case Father wakes up. You have to cover for me. Okay, I'll make sure no one notices you're missing, but I still wish I could go. Go back to bed, Ben. You'll freeze in just your nightshirt, and you know how angry Father will be if he finds out you've left your bed. All right, I'm going. If you do not take me, William, I shall scream and wake up both Mother and Father. Abigail, that is so unfair. I know it's unfair, but it's also unfair that I get left out. I want to be a patriot as much as you do. I don't want to just knit socks like the other women. Oh, come on then. Dress warmly and hurry up. I'll be ready in 5 minutes. Abigail and William make their way through the night to the Sons of Liberty meeting. A soldier from Washington's army is there to recruit volunteers for the army. The time has come for Washington to move against the British army. The Patriots know that if Washington doesn't win a victory soon, people will lose faith and the rebellion will be over. As Abigail and William arrive, the soldier is encouraging men in the group to join the Patriot army.
General Washington needs some good men to help him. We need men to spy on the enemy soldiers and report on their movements, and we need men to join the army. I cannot share more information with you now, but know that this is important to our cause. Now who is with us?
I can help.
Thank you, miss, but we need soldiers.
Women are fighting for your cause too, sir. I can watch the soldiers and report their movements. Who will suspect a girl of gathering information?
You make a good argument, young lady. Report your findings to Mr. Smith the blacksmith. He's standing at the back of the room. And you, William Barton, what do you have to say for yourself? Remember what we are fighting for. It is our right to govern ourselves. We do not need Great Britain telling us how to live our lives. As Thomas Paine said, these are the times that try men's souls. But if we work together and follow General Washington, we will find ourselves victorious.
I am ready to serve, sir. I can watch the soldiers and report back to you. and I am ready to join the Patriot Army.
Good man. Now who else will join the army and help us win our freedom?
Abigail gets directions on how to pass on information about the British soldiers, and William receives a folded up note from Mr. Smith. The meeting breaks up so that people can make it home before the British soldiers start their early morning patrols. William and Abigail race home, knowing that these desperate times are going to change their lives forever. When the roosters crow at dawn, Abigail and William are safely in their beds, but far too excited to sleep. Scene 3. In the Bartons' living room. It is a sad Christmas in the Barton house. Many Loyalist friends have left New Jersey for New York. Others are leaving for Great Britain or Canada. British ships have been blockading the harbors so that merchant ships can neither come in nor go out. The Bartons' business has come to a standstill. Washington has been forced out of New Jersey and waits across the Delaware River. It seems as though nothing is happening, but that is not the case. Both Abigail and William have been watching the soldiers and reporting their movement to Mr. Smith, who reports to the Patriot Army. From these and other reports, Washington has been able to gain valuable information and form a plan. His plan is to prepare his soldiers early in the morning to surprise the British soldiers while they are sleeping. The scene opens as the Bartons exchange gifts on Christmas morning. My dear family, I'm sorry for such a bleak Christmas. The British blockade of the harbor has nearly shut down our store, and, of course, the local farmers refuse to sell to me. So we must be happy that we are all safe and all here together. Well, Father, for once no one will complain about my gifts. With the storm outside, we can all use the warm things that I've knitted. You did a fine job, dear. Robert, my brother, and his family are leaving New York for Great Britain. They will sail on the next ship. I hear that many other people are leaving during these difficult times. Some are going to Canada for a fresh start. As we've already discovered, it's not easy being a Loyalist here. I love my toy soldier. William carved one that looks like Washington. I'm sorry that it is only one. I have been busy these past few days. Yes, where have you been going each night? Oh, Father, I love this piece of silk. How did you ever find it? Your father went to the next town to find the silk for you. You can make yourself something nice with it. So, William, what have you been doing? I have been meeting with friends, Mother. There is much to talk about these days. The truth is, I have been attending Sons of Liberty meetings. I believe very strongly in the independence movement. I'm quite disappointed, William, but I have raised you to think for yourself. I am sorry that we don't see eye to eye. Well, I'm more than disappointed. I'm shocked that you have been meeting with those rebels and troublemakers. I'm sorry that you see me as a rebel, Mother. I think of myself as a patriot, and I believe in this cause as much as you believe in yours. Later that evening, after the family is in bed, two of William's friends knock softly at the door. William is waiting on the stairs for them. Abigail sees them give William a Continental Army jacket and a gun. Her heart jumps, but she quickly hands William a note with the information she has collected about the soldiers' movements in and around Burlington. William disappears into the night. William and his friends wait by the Delaware River with the other men from Burlington. The winter storm has delayed Washington as he makes his way up the Delaware River, but it also helps him. The storm prevents the British soldiers from carrying out their early morning patrols. So Washington's army crosses the river unseen. William and his friends join the rest of the Patriot Army when they arrive on shore. Washington's army surprises the British and quickly wins the Battle of Trenton. He captures more than 900 soldiers, their guns, and their supplies. The Patriots suffer only 6 casualties. The battle makes Washington a hero and gives the Patriot cause new life. Abigail, where is your brother? Ben, have you seen William? Mother, look at my toy soldiers all lined up to fight. They are very brave, Ben. I hope William isn't doing anything foolish. William, where have you been? You're covered in mud, and you're carrying a gun? Is that a uniform? I've been in a fight, Mother. I fought in the Battle of Trenton, and we won! Washington has won! What do you mean? How could he defeat the British army? There were more than 1,000 men. Washington could not have won a battle that easily. But he did, Father. We attacked early this morning. We crossed the river as soon as the storm let up. The British soldiers were asleep. Washington had us surround them, and we cut off their escape routes. It's too late to tell me not to enlist. I knew you were attending Sons of Liberty meetings, but now you are fighting with the rebels? William, are we to be enemies? Never enemies, Father. We are still family. William, you might have been killed. But I wasn't, Mother. I am here, safe. Yes, for how long? No one who is fighting in battles is safe. How could you enlist? It was a difficult decision, but we must be free of Great Britain. I think we can build a great new country. Oh, William, I cannot believe you would betray us. Not like this, killing our countrymen in battle. I have not betrayed you, Mother. We must all make grave sacrifices for our beliefs, British and Patriot alike. But one day we will all be better off, free from British control. So, my son, this is the future then. The rebels have won you over. On page 12 of your workbook, you will find the summary notes for Act 2, Scene 2, and Scene 3. You'll fill out this organizer with the somebody in, wanted, but, so, then format, and then you will write a summary of Act 2, Scenes 2 and 3 in the space provided on page 12. That is your assignment for homework for Lesson 5, and in Lesson 6 you're going back to this information and revising the information.